Before the video starts, I just wanted to give you a heads up that it's from a longer interview. The link to the full interview will be down below. I am working on another video, but I hope you guys enjoy this in the meantime. Alright, bye. Do you want to go
There's so
first?
many to choose from.
Yeah, there's so many.
Sure, yeah. Well, first of all, I'm gonna go to the most recent one, which is the one for the special edition Nintendo Switch. It's just a picture of the new Pokemon Sword and Shield special edition Nintendo Switch.
I remember
It's
this.
pink, and it's not even pink really. It's like a magenta color, and blue. Okay, so we have the picture of the Nintendo Switch, and some person, not going to assume genders, but person, says looks feminine. Someone comments, seriously? Person, clown McShoes McGee, my pet name for all the takes posters. Yellow, turquoise, this, no white or black. It's like Nintendo forgot straight men who still play video games exist. It's like, man, one of the colors is blue. Bruh, come on. Like, yellow is completely neutral. Like, shut up. Get out of here.
Straight men only like black and white. No colors, no just extremes, one side of the spectrum or the other.
Yeah. It's like, goodness, come on now. And actually, that was the most popular take to date. So that's probably a big reason why it's one of my favorites, because it absolutely skyrocketed. And it was one that didn't really meet a lot of negativity, so that holds a special place in my heart. Anyway, next up is regarding Tifa's redesign for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And Jess BT Dubs, she looks fantastic, and I love her. And I will not take any slander on her name or her design.
She looks so
But
cool.
anyway, so this person says, still stand with my opinion. She was censored since Advent Children. It wasn't right back then, and it's still not right now, even if mini games are even more revisionist. Tifa stood out from the other girls thanks to her boobs. There was no reason to add some esport bra on top of it. And it has a picture of Aerith, Tifa, and Yuffie, who don't know if the people listening to this have ever played Final Fantasy VII or have looked at Final Fantasy VII, like, from the distance. All three characters have, like, super different, unique designs from one another. So the whole reason this take got posted was the Tifa stood out from the other girls thanks to her boobs. It's like, no, bro, she didn't. She stood out because she looks completely different from every other character in the game. My God.
Final Fantasy VII had such good character designs. They look so different.
It really did. It really did. I love Yuffie's design so much. And yeah, that was also weird because Yuffie's like 16, so it's like, we don't really need to talk about any boobs regarding Yuffie, but whatever. So yeah, it's just like that whole shibacle was kind of like a favorite take of mine, because it's so ridiculous that none of these people know how breasts work, or like if they're not literal power moon orbs on top of a person's torso, they're not quote unquote big boobs. And it's like,
she is not a woman.
She still has, her boobs are still pretty big, even with a sports bra. So that says right there that they're pretty honking big. Because if you wear, I don't know if you've ever seen anyone wearing a sports bra that doesn't have a gigantic chest, but it's compression based, so it will go down. So if she has like any shape there, it's like she's good. She's not lacking in the department, but she's a martial artist, so it makes sense for her to have some kind of compression up there.
Yeah.
But none of these people know how breasts work, so it's like, oh my goodness. And then my last one is of course the original gamer take from Eant. You gotta give it up for Eant, Ian Miles Chong. You're just a never-ending fountain of takes. But going back to PewDiePie, why is everyone mad at PewDiePie? He just had a heat and gaming moment and said the gamer word. And he didn't actually say that he said the gamer word, but in so many words, that's basically what he was saying.
That's honestly a classic.
It's where it started. It's where everything started, and it's what it all goes back to. You got to remember your roots, folks. Always remember Ian saying that PewDiePie just had a heated gamer moment. Just had a heated gamer moment. He just said a racial slur in anger towards another person. Like, what? Racism? How? It's like...
There's no way. He doesn't even exist.
Yeah, what? That's not racist. Anyway, so yeah, those are my top 3 picks. But all of the takes have a special place in my heart because obviously I agree that they're bad enough to post because I'm the only person that runs the account. So they're all special to me in their own little way, my little children. Anyway, how about you? What are your favorites?
I think I have my 3 here. My one of my favorites is this one. One Angry Gamer, who's a great person to follow. President Trump calls for regulation of violent video games and more internet censorship. And Tickles Goldberg says...
Hashtag.
I forgot the one that had hashtag lollycost. I think that was also a good one. But this one from a clown named Tickles Goldberg.
I like that.
On one hand,
you're good.
On one hand, fuck you, Trump, for this. After all the gamer memes supporting you. On the other hand, if his idiocy causes the modern Western game industry to crash and make game activists cry, nothing of value is lost. No sides to be taken. Just eat popcorn. I think it's worth it to crash the entire video game industry. So
it's also worth cry. I don't know if you were going to, but modern Western is in Echoes.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that adds another little layer of, anti-Semitism on top of everything, which is just what was needed 100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely the type of big brain take that this world needs all the time.
It's like all of the factors of each post go up and boost the overall like score of it, and it's really good.
Yeah, the smug goblin slayer reaction image is pretty good too.
Yeah, also that, yeah. Another favorite of mine is this recent one about EA Sports NHL with a hockey man wearing a rainbow jersey. And someone says, "Man, why do they gotta bring LGBTQ into this game?" And someone replied, "Hockey is for everyone, that's why." And he replied back, "Oh, it is? Not according to God and Jesus Christ if you read your Bible." I didn't know
the Bible is nothing more than a guide to the NHL. Like, of course, duh. Like, how can we not see it before?
Only Jesus could have foretold hockey.
Matthew was a Blues fan. It's common knowledge.
The hockey portion of the Bible is one of my favorites. But my all-time favorite is this one. Okay, so if Smash Bros. Isn't a fighting game because it's different to your average fighting game, then blacks aren't people because they're different.
When I read that one, I had a physical recoil. Like, we're talking about fighting games. It's like I literally got hit in the stomach. I wasn't blocking. I wasn't prepared. And I got juggled. And that's what I went through reading that for the first time. And I want to say this was a pretty quick turnaround. Because I can't remember if this one was submitted to me or if I found it on my own. But in either case, the moment I read it, I was like, all right, it's time to go post. So it was a very quick turnaround, like a revolving door. Like, I just walked in and I was like, I'll just be taking this. And I walked out and I threw it up there and I was like, you all have to suffer too. So yeah, that's That's a pretty high ranking one. It's like, because is that that might have been the first one that I did the whole like shitty gamer analogies, maybe, because it's very obvious that like they're not saying like, well, they kind of are. I feel bad even trying to like kind of justify this because it's so bad. So I'm not, but it's very obvious supposed to be like kind of an analogy, but it's still so bad. It's like, dude, you can go a different direction. You don't have to bring up that
There's so
and
many
say that.
analogies.
Yeah, like you have other things that you can go to, and you went straight for black people. And like, goodness gracious. It's, oh god. Yeah, that one got quite a reaction from folks. Like, I remember the comments flooding into that one being like, "What?" um so yeah, that's a pretty good one to choose. That's a good one to have as your top.
Yeah, I had a physical reaction when I was reading that too. Like it felt like it hit me in the face with how quickly it went from one side to the other.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, it's just Smash Bros. Isn't a fighting game. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Black people, okay, geez, they're different. All right. Oh, you just saying the quiet part loud, huh? It's like they were just whispering and you're kind of leaning in, like trying to hear what they're saying. Then they literally they pull out the bullhorn and rupture your eardrum. Um, yeah, like the more I look at it, I'm just like, that is, oh,
It's like a double
it,
play too, because he's baiting the other who he's talking to say that they're racist for not thinking black people aren't people because
yeah.
Smash Bros isn't a fighting game to them.
It's like, yeah, there's layers to this one, and it's weird because it's like I'm trying to find the word because it's like I don't want to say that's a good pick because this isn't good in like any regard. Maybe it's like that. Yeah, that's a tasty one. That's a tasty one, bruh. Like you picked up. Yeah, yeah. I can. It melts in your mouth with how just bad it is.
Okay, and I think that's gonna be it. And where can we find you besides the Shitty Gamer Takes Twitter?
In hell. No, just kidding. So you can find me on Twitter at XO underscore pinkish heart. And yeah, so from there you can find me all over the big wide internet. It has links to my website, my everything. So just check me out on Twitter. I am even more loud and obnoxious over there than I am on Shitty Gamer Takes.